All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. I want to double honors to my apostles, a great millstone who taught me his truth, and a sincere shalom to elect out there teach his truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, and we've been watching Mr. Trump very closely since he's gotten back into office. And this is a different Trump, okay, that than was in office the first time, man. You know, the Most High is really working through this man, okay? He's doing all kinds of things, man. He's setting up he's trying to make America competitive again, especially on the fronts of AI. Okay, he's moving towards um, digital financial system. Okay, he's really embraced cryptocurrencies. All right, he's been pissing people off, you know, as well as pleasing his support base at the same time. He's done a great job at dividing the nation of America, okay? And it seems like if you really notice, especially the past couple weeks, it seems like his patience is wearing very thin, and we're going to see that very cruel, harsh side come out of him very soon, man. And it's not going to be him that controls it. It seems like Trump honestly seems like he's stressed the fuck out. You know, he's stressed the fuck out. His patience is wearing thin, man. We're going to see a very cruel, harsh side coming out of this guy soon. Now, he went and ordered the strikes on uh, Iran's nuclear facilities, right? And that caused a big shit stir. And then he announced that peace, or not peace deal, but ceasefire between Israel and Iran. And then I guess the ceasefire was broken, and his famous words, which have become an internet meme. Okay, he said, "They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand?" Okay, and that just shows that the Lord is about to put a very fierce. Uh, he's gonna put some fierceness into Mr. Trump soon, man. You know, because he's the type of guy, he doesn't care what people thinks, what people think. Okay, you've seen with the immigrant situation, he didn't give a shit about that No Kings protests. He went on social media and he started talking shit. He said, "Oh, guess what? I'm still your president." You know, I mean, the things he posts on his Truth Social are pretty pretty amazing things, man. He's like an expert internet troll. You know. Anyways, let's get into the scriptures, man. Because the Lord sets up whatever leaders that He wants to set up, man, and He sets up whatever kingdoms He wants to set up. Okay, and before a kingdom faces its demise, He puts the leaders in charge. Okay, that are going to bring about that demise. They're going to bring about that breakdown or that tearing down of that kingdom, man. Okay, this is Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there was no power but of the Most High. Okay, so all these world leaders, okay, they're all puppets. We always say that they're puppets to the elites, but really they're puppets of the Most High. Okay, the Most High is the ultimate puppet master. Fuck those damn elites at the WEF and them Rothschilds, man. Okay, we're dealing with a real power here, man. A real divine power, man. Okay, the powers that be are ordained of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, so the powers that be are ordained of the Most High, man. Not going through to the voting booths. Okay, verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. Okay, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So let that be a warning to you Israelites out there that want to go protesting against this government, man. What are you doing? You know, you're setting yourself up to be taken during that time, man. Okay, your form of protest is teaching His word, man. Okay, we're not to be going out there marching. We're not to be making Israelite boot camps. Okay. Now getting back into Donald Trump, you know, if there's any, because I've been on in this flesh for a little over 40 years, and if there's any president that's been put in place that could successfully pull off martial law, okay, because the guy has unbelievable support from the military. All right, it's Donald Trump. He's the guy, man. And Apostle Tahar made a video, I believe it was last week, where he was basically mentioning that, man. He's gonna be a man. The Most High put him in place to really bring about Jacob's trouble, man. Look at how he's looking at you tribes. You know, he's doing this mass deportation. Okay, and he's making it one of the forefronts of his presidency. Okay, and but then all of a sudden, once he realizes that the corporations need you, then he said he's preparing some executive order to keep y'all in the country, man. So he's basically using you. Basically using you, man. Okay? Now, the Most High has this man set up to be a cruel leader, man. Actually, let me get this first in Proverbs. Because there's really no such thing as free will. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. It's the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay, let me read this in the NLT. The king's heart is like a stream of water directed by the Lord. He guides it wherever he pleases. So the Lord can make a king incredibly merciful, and he can make a king incredibly cruel. You know? I mean, just like when you look at the time of when we were in Egypt. Okay, the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, man. Okay, he can harden the heart of Mr. Trump when it comes to the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, or he can harden his heart when it comes to doing things that could bring about World War III. Okay, and the Lord is really working through this man. I mean, he's doing so many things. I don't even know how he's doing it. You know, a lot of people say, well, he must not sleep, and I agree. The guy must not fucking sleep. You know, he's up late at night posting all kinds of things on his True Social and his Twitter and all that, and then he's up at 6, 7 in the morning talking to reporters, man. You know, and he's up there, man. He's in his late 70s. Okay, but let me read this again in the NLT. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is like a stream of water directed by the Lord. Okay, he guides it wherever he pleases. He guides it wherever he pleases. Okay, and right now we're living in the time of prophecy, man. So Lord is directing Mr. Trump to get these last few prophecies kickstarted. Okay, MOTB, martial law, Jacob's trouble, uh, World War III. Okay, just look at what he's doing with the tariffs, man. He's causing a lot of division between America and its allies. Okay, he's putting the "I am and there is none else beside me" spirit on America. Okay, and it's looking like the people that are very vocal against him, they're making him look really stupid for some reason, man. You know, here it is. You got all these millions of people with millions of protests, and the only thing that they really show out there, as far as the so-called left is concerned, are the really radical whack jobs, man. Okay, the you got millions and millions of so-called democratic thinking people, but they only show out they only really show to bring to the forefront the fucking the really weirdos, man. The real weirdos, man. There's got to be some somewhat fucking normal Democrats out there, which there really isn't such thing as a normal person that's into this uh, political system. But y'all get where I'm coming at, man. I mean, these people are absolutely fucking insane, you know. But that's the picture that they're trying to paint. You know, that if you're coming against this guy, you're absolute brainwashed fucking whack job, man. You know, people are out their minds. Hey, the Lord. Let me get this in Isaiah 1:10 real quick. Actually, it's not Isaiah 1:10. It's Isaiah 10:5. Isaiah 10:5. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey, to tread them down like the mire of the streets. Okay? Let me read this NLT. Isaiah 10:5. What sorrow awaits Assyria, the rod of my anger? I use it as a club to express my anger. And the Lord is about to really bring out this devil's horns, man. Okay? To come against the Israelites, man. The Israelites that refuse to acknowledge, that forsake the Lord, man. That refuse to acknowledge the Lord and forsake the Lord. Okay? I am sending Assyria against a godless nation, against a people with whom I am angry, because the Lord is angry with his people right now. 2/3 of his people, man. Assyria will plunder them, trampling them down, trampling them like dirt beneath its feet. And it's going to be happening to you, Jakes, during the time of Jacob's trouble, man. It's looking like the Lord's got the right guy in position to get it going. You know, got the right guy in position to get the whole thing started, man. Because it's honestly looking like Trump is stressed out, man. Okay, looking like he's stressed out. You know, it looks like it's deeper than theatrics. It could just all be theatrics at the end of the day. Okay, but see, he don't get it. You know, he doesn't get it. You know, he said they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Well, that's because it's the Lord doing all that, man. You know, you're not in control of the Most High's program. See, he wants to be in control of all that shit going on in the Middle East. Okay, but he can't because it's out of his hands. Okay, if the Lord wants them two nations uh, to keep attacking each other, he's gonna have them keep attacking each other. You know, and ultimately, it's gonna lead to America being drawn into a massive conflict, which is going to bring about World War III. The scriptures say that the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay, let's get this in Isaiah 19, and then we'll wrap it up. Isaiah 19:4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. And I believe that this is Mr. Trump, man. You know, this prophecy fits him. Okay, fits him very well. Unless something happens to him and Vance gets in charge, because Vance is honestly probably an even bigger asshole. Okay, you never trust those round faced Edomites, man. Okay, and it says that's pretty much it on that, man. But yeah, the Lord is gonna put a fierce king over the Egyptians, man. You know, because this place needs some judgment, man, and needs a shakeup. And we're only 6 months into this man's presidency, and he is shaking everything up, man. Okay, I wonder when he's gonna start doing very drastic things. Okay, very drastic things, man, because he's already neglecting a lot of these courts. Okay, he's already trying to do what he wants, and the big fourth and the big thing that's being pushed is just how much power does this guy have? Just how much authority does this guy have? They tried to fucking impeach him again, but they voted it down unanimously. A lot of the Democrats even voted against his impeachment over those Iranian strikes. Okay, so you got to kind of. I mean, yes, those things aren't super important. Okay, but you got to pay attention to things like that, man. You know, they're really setting this guy up to be a total dictator. Okay, and to do what he wants without repercussions, man. All right. So till next time, hope you brothers were edified and informed. Shalom.